Okay, good morning, students. You know why I called this meeting on an urgent level is that yesterday I got a call from, Edu TV and a couple of other people to ask me to talk to class 12 students because, especially in Delhi and bigger cities, there's so much competition, anxiety, depression, and, the students are absolutely distraught. So we want the principals of schools to talk to them so that, to put their minds at ease. So yesterday I had a couple of meetings and I thought, why am I talking to the whole world when my own students might be facing the same issues? So that is why I called this meeting to talk to all of you. First of all, like I told them also, there is absolutely no need to be anxious or depressed or anything. It's, examination lena is not your job. This is the CBSE job. Leave it to them. You needn't get, anxious about it. Your future is at the heart of every person in the country. So you will be looked after. Don't worry. And secondly, when I addressed you in class also, I told you that as almost adults now, you have to take all these things in your stride. This is nothing. This is no challenge. Challenges to abhi aane hain. You wait and see what challenges you'll face as adults. So this is a minuscule part of it. If you start breaking up, giving up, crying, or being anxious, ab kya hoga, getting bored. So this is, look at yourself from the point of view of the future to come. This is the beginning. So if you make yourself strong, if you develop positive attitudes, you will sail through life. So I want to tell you a couple of things, how to go about it. First of all, please do not think of it as a waste, even if it gets cancelled. Secondly, do not take it for granted that 10th ke cancel ho gaye hain, 12th will also get cancelled. No. Thirdly, even if exams get cancelled, examination in some form will be there. Because you see, 10th is a natural transition to go to 11th. They only need to actually give the exam to know themselves whether they can cope up with science subjects, commerce subjects or arts subjects. So it's okay if they don't have exams. By and large, you know yourself, teachers know you, schools know you. But 12th, nobody knows you outside. They have to judge you to know where you fit in. So if this exam does not happen, like Deepika ma'am said, the exams for entrance exams for any college will be held. It's not necessarily, JEE, NEET and all that. To any college, you will have some criteria. So ultimately, you will be judged. So nothing is a waste. Secondly, some of you have already studied a lot. You were absolutely prepared. Now, don't get bored. Now, the way out is that during this time, don't overstudy. Don't burn yourself out where you come to the level of boredom. So now that it's been postponed by almost a month, So take 3-4 days break and break from studies as such, but not break from hobbies. So just keep yourself happy, whatever you like doing. And after that, do not dive into studies. I would suggest what you now do is, see, you've been taught whatever you have to had to be taught. You have learnt whatever you could learn. Now it is only revision and getting better. Like that day I threw you a challenge that, okay, you have 3 weeks and you can improve by 10%. Okay, you took up the challenge. Now you have 6 weeks, improve by 20%. So, how do you do it? Do not sit with your books, nose in your books and, try and study again. Now the way to do it is form groups. Zoom is free every 40 minutes. Have Zoom meetings to discuss specific chapters. Do not study on your own because it's going to be very boring. You're going to feel, all the time, ये तो पढ़ा हुआ है. You won't know what to study because you will feel ये मुझे आता है. And then you say, okay, sabhi aata hai. So what to study? Then boredom will set in, frustration will set in. So rather than that, form small groups and change these groups every week or every 15 days, whatever you feel convenient. So get into groups of 4. Out of these 4, one should be the one student who studied almost everything, who's a so-called a good student. Another one, don't make groups according to friendships. Make groups according to ability. The second one should be above average, third average, and fourth who has not been able to cope up. Now, when you form these groups, the one who's teaching or the one who's leading will revise. The one who's not so confident will learn. The one who's at the lowermost, the fourth one, will imbibe something, so everybody will improve. Secondly, when you are in connection with each other, you will feel interested. You will ask questions. There is no, this is the time for collaboration. So, how you form the groups, I leave it up to you. You're matured enough. But I would strongly advise, do not form friendship groups. Because friendship groups means when you get together, you're talking of anything else but studies. So this, you can have friendship groups otherwise, in the evening. But amongst yourselves, discussion groups. And have a proper agenda. When you schedule a Zoom meeting, write the agenda. Chapter number so and so will be discussed today. So 4 of you firstly, because it's being discussed in your peer group, you will sort of study it. You will be knowledgeable about it. When you discuss it, you will come across many things that probably got left out when you were studying, that probably you need to think more about. Then because of this interaction, it will become interesting. You will look forward to it. So stop studying individually till the dates are announced. In the last few days, of course, you will have to study individually. But this time, between now until the dates are announced, please use this method. It really, really works. Okay, will you try it? Will you try this? So right now, after this meeting gets over, get together. Form groups of 4, not more, because otherwise on a Zoom meeting it becomes cacophony and you can't hear each other and you get waylaid. And be focused on the chapter you decide. Be responsible. Now more and more, the world is going to come to self-learning. If you see, all the greatest people are self-learners. Bill Gates, your Elon Musk, all these people and more, many more. If you go to Google, you will find a list of names. All of them did not actually do well in school or even go to school. They left school. What they gained was by self-learning. So all innovation, all ideas come more by self-learning. Your teachers have done their job. They have put you on the path. After that, and also it's a good learning for your college years. In college, nobody is going to get after you. Nobody is going to really teach you. There are lectures where 100 students are sitting. The professor comes, teaches and goes away. Your problem solving and give you questions. All that is over now. So this will prepare you for your future life also. So self-learning is the mantra for your future ahead. Please study yourself and interact and ask each other questions, solve each other's doubts. Like Kamal was, saying that you have a lot of time. Ma'am, should we hold classes for them? I said, no, not at all. Classes days are over. Yes, if you have a major problem, 4 of you can't solve, please contact him. We are there in the background to help. But there will be absolutely no classes, no teaching as such. You will get bored. Teachers will get more bored teaching you because you will not listen. So you are normal teenagers and enjoy life and also fix some time. And besides that, what I want you to do is now spend some time in personality development. Because when you go to college, it's very, very important to develop all-round personalities. Do not waste this time is really, really precious. Do not waste a single minute. Anything that you do useless work, please cut it down. This is the most, I think, most interesting time of your life it can become. So attend a lot of online programs, educate yourselves, and there are a lot of oratory competitions which are coming up. I've just sent, one on the icon group. Deepika just put it on their group also. Take part in all these online programs. Don't think, oh, mera 12th exams nahi hue. So all these things can be incorporated now. So when you take part in this, you will know where you stand. When you go to college, when the college reopens, you will be star kids. Okay? So just don't waste a single moment. There's no need to feel anxious or anything. Future will take care of itself. I'll tell you, when I joined college in 1971, that is a 71 war. And immediately, there was so much chaos, and we all thought ki abhi next kuch nahi ho sakta. But see, 71 se we are still alive. So you're going to be alive. This whole huge life span which is ahead of you. These 1 or 2 years is not the end of it. This is just, and don't think ye calamity aa gayi hai, what to do, what will happen. Not your job to think. Okay, just concentrate on becoming the best. Anytime you feel any anxiety, you want to discuss anything, you're free to just call up. Call up anybody. You can ring up Deepika ma'am, you can ring me up, Kamal Khan, any teacher. Ask for help. So don't multiply ideas in your mind. That's what yesterday when I was talking to some students, that's what I felt, that students multiply things in their head. Ab kya hoga? What will I do? Mera saal barbad ho gaya. Nothing. Nothing is happening. Okay? And build up health. This is the time when you go to college, all boys have to look handsome, all girls have to look pretty, and build up your skin, your body structure. So do a lot of exercise. Boys, when you actually go to college, no girl is going to look at you if you don't have a good personality. So learn to speak well, learn to improve your whole, become interesting. How do you become interesting? You read a lot, you're more aware, you become an interesting person to talk to. So prepare for the future, not just for the 12th exam. Now once they announce the result, announce the dates, that is the time, get back to work and then start revising, and that is where you will add 10% to your expected marks. And like Deepika ma'am said, competition is going to be greater. Smile a lot. I don't want to see, children with grim faces. Be excited about life, smile a lot, talk a lot, and talk sense. Yesterday what I spoke on was life is beautiful. That was the theme. And it is really beautiful. Let me tell you, adult life is very, very difficult. You are the ones, I wish I could go back to your life and have those carefree days. We laughed a lot, we smiled a lot, we were excited. I don't see that happening in this generation. Or I see such serious, drawn out faces as if the world is coming to an end. You have such an exciting world. We had nothing. We didn't have TV, we didn't have internet, we didn't have anything. And yet we were always so happy and excited. You should always be, when you talk, your voice should have that excitement of life. Tell me, okay, everybody tell me one best thing about life these days. I'll tell you one. The world is at my feet today. I sit here in the comfort of my room and I can talk to the world. I've met such interesting people.
I'm able to spend my time with the family. Like earlier,
Yes, Deepika.
There was this school in Italy. It's called Reggio Emilia school, where they have a very different approach of teaching students. I've always been reading about it, and I could never imagine that I could be talking to the owner and the founder of the school on the platform, which I did yesterday. And I was so happy about it. You cannot even imagine my excitement meeting the person who I wanted to learn from. So that couldn't have happened had we not had Corona this year.
Great,
So
great.
Time to study more as well as develop our hobbies. Like I learned to bake cakes and I loved it.
Good. Yes, Unnati.
I started exploring myself, like the hidden, like some of the things which I didn't knew before about me. I came to know all that stuff. Like I have a lot more interest in drawing from.
Very good. You discovered a talent. Okay, Sneha.
I developed my passion dancing. I practice it more.
Wow, send us a video. Send us a video on the group. Send us your dance video. Yes, Charvi.
Ma'am, just like how you said, I'm able to study at my favorite places. Like nature around me is really beautiful. I get to see peacocks from the window in my bedroom. So that's the thing I love the most.
Really beautiful. You know, even in my own house, there are so many flowers I didn't know were growing in my own house, which I noticed because of this lockdown.
Times to study, and I also started drawing different pictures.
Okay. Who else is there? Veda.
Ma'am, my parents are home. They are not usually home that often.
I'm developing my painting skills.
Oh, great.
Send us pictures. You know, send us pictures of what you've been doing.
Sanika Vaidya.
I get time to see to my hobbies.
What hobbies?
Drawing.
Neha, what have you been doing?
Writing.
Writing? Very
Neha,
good. What do you write?
Yes, Neha writes. Yeah, Neha writes really well. Neha, why don't you share a few of your pieces on the group?
Yes, miss, I will.
Neha, send me some personally.
Yes, miss.
Yes.
Gaurav.
Watch a lot of TED Talks, you know. TED Talks are wonderfully good to inspire you. So these kind of things, please do. Okay? And just be happy. The ultimate goal in life is happiness. All of us work towards it. Even as adults, ultimately, whether we are earning money, whether we are talking to you, whether jobs we are doing, whatever we are doing, we are in search of happiness. So whatever makes you happy, please do it. All these things are also, you know, even studies are meant to give you happiness later in life. Some things give you happiness instantly. So instant happiness, you know, just be cautious. But long-term happiness seeking is very good. So develop goals which are long-term, which will give you happiness. Okay? Now, okay, Deepika, you want to say something?
So it's very important to remain focused and find something else to do with your academics so that you don't get bored. Because what happens is whatever you're supposed to study for 2 years, when you study it for 3 years, 2.5, 3 years, it's natural to get bored. So I think it's very important that you do a bit of that, keep in touch with whatever your syllabus is, find something else to do which interests. Because eventually, if you know these exams are not really going to be held, which is possible, I'm not saying that it will happen, but it is a possibility. So if it does happen, then most colleges will select you on the basis of their own entrance exams. And what you learn in your NCRT curriculum, class 11 and 12, makes a base for all those entrance exams, yes, but the kind of questions that are asked are always not the same. So maybe this is a good time to start preparing for that and do a lot of these logical reasons, a lot of MCQs and a lot of mathematical reasoning. Whatever colleges you're planning to apply have their own entrance exams. They have sample papers on their websites also. Go through those, download them, and try and solve at least one a day. So, because competition is going to be a lot. last year there were a lot of students who did not really appear for any entrance exams. So that lot will appear this year with all of you, so your batch as well. So you can imagine the students who will be appearing for college entrance exams. So because it's going to be a huge number, it's obvious that there's going to be a lot of competition. So don't let go, just push yourself. It's not very easy, but push yourself, keep at it, do a bit every day, do a bit of your class 11, 12 syllabus, do a bit of your competitive exam syllabus, just keep at it, just push yourself. And if there is at time you feel that you've had enough and you can't really go on, and just look at one of your classmates or talk to one of your friends who is at it, and you will probably get back on track. So that is what will probably work for you. So maybe we can make this a weekly affair and meet them once a week at least, so that everybody, we can just have a casual chat and see what's happening in everybody's life.
Well, it's just connecting. In these times, it's very, very important to connect to one another. I may not have bothered to come to your class every day because your teachers were coming in and out. They were teaching you. You were busy. I didn't want to come and disturb you every day. But now when all of you are segregated in your homes, it's very important to connect. And that is why, please try this. Okay, next week when we meet, please give me your feedback on it. Did it work or did it not? You see, this kind of idea is theoretical idea for me. I feel it will work. So if it doesn't work, let's think of something else. But today itself, form your groups and discuss. And next week, I want a feedback on this. Okay? So thank you very much.
Yeah, and Neha,
lovely talking to you.
Neha could probably do a reading of one of her written pieces.
Yes, that will be lovely.
Next Friday when we meet.
Yeah, show us some talent, and that'll be very nice. Okay, so this is not a study period or anything like that. We will get together on just a 40-minute chat once a week. Okay?
Yeah.
Okay, bye-bye and all the
Same time,
best and be
we'll keep on same
happy.
time.
Bye.
Keep safe.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.